259, Emancipation Day. Not a word from over there.
Good morning, President, Congress. Atu Hashim Equiano, Yorkshire and North Derbyshire region. Moving motion 259, Emancipation Day, Bank Holiday. The emancipation of slavery took place in August 1833. Although Britain, who played a big part in the slave trade, but consequently played its part in the emancipation, has never celebrated this day as an important event in our history. The slave trade lasted for centuries and resulted in millions of people losing their lives, mainly those of African descent. A vast amount losing their lives in horrific circumstances. The slave trade affected everyone on the planet, whether they was a slave, slave owner, ship owner, crew member, family member, or an innocent bystander. We celebrate many things in Britain, but something as important as Emancipation Day has not been looked at. Why should we look at emancipation of slavery? Well, Britain owned a vast amount of colonies across the world during the slave trade. The slave trade contributed towards multi-millions of pounds which made up the British Empire. Some countries which was formerly British colonies celebrate and observe this day as a national holiday, as well as some parts of America. Only this year, we saw in Britain, we celebrated the liberation of the concentration camp where Anne Frank spent her final days. In May, we proudly celebrated 70 years since VE Day. The Second World War was a great tragedy and lasted over 6 years. But I need to remember that slavery lasted over centuries. I ask myself, where the celebration acknowledges the end of one of the greatest human tragedies in our history. The emancipation has left us with great people that has played a great part in the human rights campaign, such as Marcus Garvey, Jesse Owens, Nelson Mandela, Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and also Mary Seacole. But we also have to remember that all those people would not have a voice to speak if it wasn't for emancipation. The struggle and fight for emancipation of slavery was not just taken on by blacks, but also by whites as well. We have to recognise these blacks and white activists, because without them, where would this world be today? The campaign and personal pressures those people went through should always be remembered, not only by the old, but also by the young. By having Emancipation Day as a bank holiday, would make the people of Britain more aware and understanding of our past history. Many people turn a blind eye and believe it should be dead and buried, and it's not their problem. If that was the case, why do we recognise VE Day, St. George's Day, St. Patrick's Day, the 5th of November, and to top it all, the Tories wanted to make the current bank holiday in August a Margaret Thatcher Day. I call upon Congress and the GMB to lobby government and all political parties to make the first Monday of August a bank holiday, where everybody could take ownership of emancipation to lead to a better unity and understanding of people of all races. Congress, I move.
Graham Lee, Yorkshire and Derbyshire region, first time delegate, third time speaker. Madam President, Congress, when I threw my hand up to second my colleague on Emancipation Bank Holiday, I had no idea what it meant, to be honest. I know now it means to free from restraint. This happened 150 years ago when they intended to stop slavery. Unfortunately, today, there are an estimated 8 million trapped in some form of slavery. This involves forced labour and, of course, the sex trafficking, mainly women and children. William Wilberforce, a Yorkshireman, a politician, and an evangelical Christian, campaigned for over 20 years for the abolition of slavery. As I am a Christian myself, I pray for Congress and I pray for the leaders. I pray for wisdom for our MPs and I pray for a more tolerant nation. Therefore, a bank holiday would deliver a message that GMB and the UK will not tolerate any kind of slavery. Congress, I second this motion.
Well done, Graham. Well done. Colleagues, does anyone wish to come in the debate?
Hi. Wait for it to go down. Hi, Mary Louise Harrison, Midlands and East Coast region. I just want to offer my support to Atto and Graham. I thought that was a wonderful motion. But also, I'd just like to say, is that a question that we could put to the prospective Labour Party candidates this afternoon? Would they support an Emancipation Day on the 1st of August? Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Okay, can I now, yes. You move yourself from that front there. Yeah, no.
Morning, Mary.
Morning, sir.
Michael Husbands, London Region. Region Speaker. Support the motion. Congress, we have to realize there's still slavery going on. We talk about emancipation, but there's still slavery going on. I come to this rostrum with a very heavy heart because I am a product of the slave trade. And until the United Kingdom, the US of A, Italy, Spain, Germany, and the rest of the Western nations look at what has happened, there will never be emancipation. I support.
Well done, Michael. Absolutely factual. Can I call Anne Leader?